What's going on, guys? So this video is going to be catered to why a lot of these guys are upset with Kevin Samuels. Okay, I know we've been looking at a lot of people come out of the woodwork when it comes to men with him, kind of hating on him, and this is why I'm hoping that a lot of these guys, a lot of you guys, before you critique him, watch the whole videos. Stop looking at these 15-minute clips that are meant to, like, get shock value when he's breaking down over 2 hours of dope content, and then y'all grab 2 minutes of the 2 hours and it's like, oh, I can't believe he said that. So the men, why are a lot of these men upset? Well, you have a lot of men who women have always defined their importance. Women have always given them their validation. Women have always been their motivation. You know what I'm saying? So you have men in the black community. Women have always, basically said which men are the face, which men are dope in the black community. That's why you see Tyrone, Pookie, and Ray Ray as the face of the black community. Okay? You see the extremes in the black community. You see the extremes. Notice when you watch movies, when you go watch a movie with Michael Ealy, what is he? He's like a lawyer that drives a Lamborghini. When you look at Gabrielle Union in a movie, the guy that she's with, he's like a lawyer, a lot of money. Nia Long's in a movie with Omar Epps. Like, it's always the extreme. Like, he's got to be college educated and super rich, the top 2%, or it's Tyrone, Pookie, and Ray Ray. And I want to tell y'all, not to get a little off topic, but I feel like we've been spoon-fed, and it's not just the black community, but I want to show you the difference between the black community and the white community when it comes to, like, oh, well, white girls, you don't see white girls as a whole catering to Sons of Anarchy type guys. If those of y'all that have never seen the show, it's a biker gang of white boys. You don't see that as a whole. Okay, the most you might see is a girl dating a guy who's got tattoos in a sleeve. You know what I'm saying? And depending on where you are in the South, it might be a white boy that kind of has hangs around with black guys or something like that. But you don't really see white women ruining their future, giving their children the worst possible father based on their feelings. You don't see that as a whole. But when you look at it, look at how they set everyone up with, like, I remember the movie Soul Food, and you had Bird, Nia Long's character, and she was dating Makai, I forgot his name. But she was dating him, and he was the guy that was in jail. Her boyfriend was all in jail. They got married. He was the guy that was all in jail and, in and out, in trouble, and couldn't find a job, and she married him. And I think that was kind of like the movies like that and Baby Boy, and it just snowballed into the type of culture where white girls had movies like Grease, had movies like Twilight, where you had Edward, who was not really the suitable guy that she should be with because he was a vampire. But that's as bad as it got. That's fake. What's real is black girls dating guys like Tyrese and Baby Boy. What's real is young black girls going after Nia Long's husband in Soul Food. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what's real. And we're looking at that now. We're looking at a lot of women who have no clue about mental health. No clue. And I think that's what you're looking at. You're looking at a lot of men who who looked at it like, you know what? I don't want to be myself because women like hood niggas, thug niggas, ignorant niggas. So I'm going to be like that. So you got a lot of guys not even being themselves. I know a lot of dudes. How many of y'all knew dudes that grew up in 2-parent households and then all of a sudden by 18, 19, and 20, they're thugged out, joining gangs, and it's like, dude, what is going on? It's because they saw how women treated them when they were the good guy, 2-parent household, and they didn't really get no attention. And they saw the attention that some women gave certain guys, and they wanted it. And this is why I was telling you about how a lot of black girls gave validation to certain guys. This is why it's very important for men to know who they are. I would tell men all the time, know who you are. There's always a lane for you. You just need to get in your lane. A lot of you guys are struggling because you're trying to fit into somebody else's lane. You're trying to hang out. Some of you dudes don't even belong in some of the lounges and clubs and bars because that's not your style. You ain't got no swag. You just like your daddy that you grew up. And your daddy's probably a dope man, but like, think about it. In today's era, a lot of you dudes don't fit in. You're not adaptable. So you need to start figuring out where can you meet women that think like how you think. You might have to start going to restaurants, certain restaurants, and eating alone. You might have to start going to restaurants that you've never been to and sitting at the bar. You might have to start going to like bars that are on the opposite part of town, and you're gonna have to start doing this stuff. A lot of y'all don't be like a lot of these women. A lot of these women, this is one thing about black women that scares me. Black women live in boxes. And that's going to be my next video. My next video right after this. Most black women live in boxes. No matter degree, hood, hardworking, educated, whatever. They all live in boxes. Most of them, sorry. And I'm going to speak on that in my next video. Y'all have a good one.